makes me at my best in everything I do. What is the scale in your life? How do you know where you're at? How do you know where you're at in God? Passion. I told someone one time this: you will go where you flow. Because passion will get you there. I'm looking at faces today, all over this congregation. Let me say this, and I without regret or without apology. Everyone that I'm looking at right now has a passion for something. But where is your passion? Where are you going today? Do you have your mind on God things? Do you have your heart in the kingdom? Or do you have it somewhere that the enemy has dragged you out? Somewhere beyond the touch of God, because I've been distracted by everything around me and it's pulled me away from my passion. Passion. So many of us always feel like we have the need of approval. We all want to be loved. It's nice to be loved. But there comes a time when somebody's not going to like what you're doing. What is it that separates you from that person? Probably passion. If you let that person know that's distracting you, listen, I love God. Leave my experience alone. You know what I have to do? I have to draw borders. I have to draw borders where I'm at. And if you draw borders, everybody needs to know where your passion is. With God. We all want to be loved. We all want to be needed. We all want to be accepted by others. But if you want real passion, you need to recognize while passion draws some people into you, it will repel others. A desire for popularity is like pouring water on a fire of passion of God. But without thinking about it, we turn the fire of passion down. We trade passion for approval. I don't know about you, but I cannot trade passion for approval. I cannot trade off what God has put inside of me. I've got to keep the fire burning. I've got to have something greater than me, greater than any force that's ever come in my life.
Amen.
The word pathetic means without love. What is it that got these Nickelodeons? What caused them to? The Ephesians church, what caused them? They had everything. It looked like a perfect setup. This word pathetic means, it means without love, it means indifference. It means that people have lost their first love. What once caused our hearts to beat faster, now barely affects our pulse. That caused us to fall into a routine or a rut. Do you remember when I always said I'm a rut? What is a rut? A rut is a grave with both ends of the fall. A rut is something that you become so familiar with in a routine of life, and it gets a hold of the faith and it still kills and destroys what God is trying to do. We become routine about going to church because we won't deny Him. We're churchgoers. But a non-passionate churchgoers they demote him down to a commonplace, a pathetic state of mind and their condition. It affects the condition of the heart. People will affect you. You've heard the expression, birds of a feather flock together. Well, it's really true of people. There's a saying, you are what you hang with. It reminds us to be careful of who we spend our time with, because it will affect your walk with God. When you take a red hot poker that's been in the fire for a long time and you throw it on a cold concrete floor, what happens to it? It slowly loses its fire or its glow. It slowly loses. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow process. And what happens when we remove ourselves from God's presence or God's furnace and we hang around cold, lifeless places and cold people, we begin to wax cold. Jesus gave his disciples a warning. In Matthew 24:12, I don't know if you have that or not. Matthew 24:12. Maybe I didn't. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, for the love of many shall wax cold. Because of iniquities, we allow our passion to lead us. And it causes us to wax cold.